Hello, and welcome to Fantasy Sports Math League. My name is Mia Barrett. I am a program director here at Diffusion and at Fantasy Sports Math League. In this video, I want to show you a little bit of the teacher portal and talk about how you can use Fantasy Sports Math League to really supercharge what you're doing already in your math class. So this is the teacher portal that you've gotten access to. You can create your leagues here. We suggest each league is corresponding to one of your classes or clubs. Whatever group you're using gets one league. Each league can fit up to 50 students, but we wouldn't suggest having two periods merged into one league because of the competition element of it. So to create a league, you want to name your league and create a password. You can name it whatever you want. Some people have their students help them decide what they're going to name it. Some people just name it, third period, whatever. And then you create a password. This is a password that the students will receive that you will share with them. Then you create your league. So here is a league that I've already created. You can see that this has a code and a password, and that's my third period. So if you enter the league, you will see that the students who have signed up already have accounts here. So I've shared the code and the password with people, and then they create accounts and join the league that way. Within each of these, you will see all of the progress that student has made. So each week, the equation that they are solving, all 9 of them will show up here, and it will show the correct and incorrect responses that they have provided. So every student's equations are a little bit different just because they've all drafted different players and they have different equations that come out of that. So similar math, different equations, all of that is shown here. The graph gallery shows any of the graphs that the student has uploaded for those weeks and their lineup and draft. It will calculate how many points they've earned, how many MVP points. You can reset their password, see their email, and change their name if you need to, change the team name all here and sort that as you need. You can see the student graph gallery, so that's all of the graphs in that league in one spot, and the leaderboards, those MVP and point leaderboards. MVP points are assigned when students are doing the math correctly the first time or complete their series of equations. They earn MVP points. So really want to kind of highlight the people who are doing the math consistently and doing it well. So that's there. The scoring levels can be used to differentiate learning as needed. So you might want to start them at a decimal beginner level and then advance them onto the advanced fraction as the semester goes on, or if you're working with an older classroom already who is ready for the more challenging math, that is there for you, but you can tweak that. They are the same equations, just the fraction and decimal version. You can see the differences here in the difficulty level, really just moving from a more or beginner fraction to a more challenging fraction. Working with an 1/8 is so much harder than working with a 1/10. And so just moving them into slightly more complicated or mixed numbers in the advanced version. We have a whole lot of lesson plans for you. 6 core lesson plans that come with lesson PowerPoints and student worksheets that go with them. And this walks them through. We really recommend using Fantasy Sports Math League for at least 6 weeks to see the maximum benefit. Longer is better, but 6 weeks is really where we've seen the power come in. So those lesson plans get you started in the game, get students thinking about data, get students thinking about how they're going to use the performance data in the past to make decisions about their lineups, about who to draft, and how to think about graphing. And there are a whole lot of extension activities here. These have been either created by our in-house curriculum development team or by former, more current teachers who are using Fantasy Sports Math League or have used it in the past, who have submitted lesson plans to us that they were really excited about. So we just added the STEM Career Explorer here to help link the idea of what can a student do if they're thinking about their career in the future and they want to think about a STEM career, all of the ways that sports and data go together in different careers. So check those out. We have tips and guides over here, including a very comprehensive guide here. Number 1, I would check that out. talks through all of the steps for creating a league, creating a team, managing the class, working through all the lesson plans, tips about how to engage parents and get more enthusiasm and math connection there, all sorts of stuff. Check those out. Quick getting started guide, so the 10 steps to getting going with Fantasy Sports Math League. You want to make sure that this site is accessible to your students, so talk to your IT team about that. You can play Fantasy Sports Math League year-round. There's a little bit of a difference between the fall and the rest of the year. In the fall, obviously, NFL games are being played, and so the data from the actual NFL games is imported into the system every night between Monday and Tuesday. So students can come in on Tuesday morning, they can check their box scores, calculate their fantasy points, upload graphs, set their lineup, check leaderboards, all of that between Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can still play Fantasy Sports Math League when NFL is out of season. January through August, we use historical data. We pull games from past years and mash them all together so no one can cheat. And so the cadence is still the same. The only difference is that it's not live NFL data, it's historical data. So just a few things that they need to do to play the game into advance, and we'll talk about that in the next video, but this calendar helps sort of illustrate that cadence of the game. And then we've got FAQ and a contact us. Feel free to reach out with any questions, issues, concerns, praise, suggestions, ideas, whatever you got. You can use this, or you can email us at fantasysportsmathleague@diffusioninc.com. We are so excited to have you play Fantasy Sports Math League with your students and to see the power of this game help connect students back into math and help them see themselves as math experts and as confident in math, and to just have fun with math. And so let us know how it goes. Shoot us an email. We want to know how it's going, and thank you.